Alright, guys, we're back here with Jesse. How's it going, Jesse?
I'm straight. How you doing?
Good, good. Are you from Yakima?
No, sir.
Where are you from?
Spokane, Washington, born and raised.
How'd you get here from Spokane?
To doing work with somebody, and then I ended up getting sick, and they left me at a truck stop as soon as you get into Oregon, 2 hours before we got to Eugene, which is where the work was at.
Dang, that sucks, man.
Yeah.
And then how'd you get from there to here?
Well, I went inside and asked the woman who was working where I was at exactly and how I could get to the closest city, and she told me to hit this street here and to keep walking, and I said, oh, no. So I went outside, and at that point, I only had a pair of boots and shorts and a shirt on because I was sick. Got out the car where I was sleeping the night prior. And so, I didn't have nothing. And the woman got out of her car, and she gave me a jacket, and she said, it looks like you're cold. And I told her, look, I'm going to get hypothermia out here if you can't help me. She said she was going into Washington, and I said, well, look, my point was to come out here for work, but I need a place to go. Like, I ain't got nothing. And then so I asked her where she was going. She said Sela, and I asked her if she wouldn't mind taking me over to the mission over in Yakima, and she did.
Okay. So you have no family in Yakima, huh?
No. I met this girl when I was 16 in Job Corps, and she was from Yakima. So I've been here before prior, but it's been 5 years. And so she doesn't stay up here anymore, but it's close to close. Like that would have been my option. It's just, you know what I mean? The reason I'm here is because it was closer to Spokane, and I left Spokane because there was no work. You know what I mean? So, but in case if I did have somewhere to go, it would have been her. But like I said, she don't stay here anymore.
Mm-hmm. So, bro, can I ask you, how long have you been homeless, bro?
Since I was 16.
How did it begin?
I left Job Corps and
Hey, bro, can you clip that up there, bro, so they can?
Yeah. It kind of fell off.
It's all good, bro. If you could just clip it.
Yes, sir. Hey, don't leave. I got your box and everything. I on and off again since I was 16, and it's just been hard for me because really you don't got nothing. You really realize that the choices you make growing up and not listening to your parents and not going to school and then using drugs, and then you don't realize it until it's been over 10 years for me, until like that 5-year mark. You know what I mean? It's like, now what are you gonna do? But I've been trying doing work, and there's been points where I've been clean and sober, and I figure if I do what I do as I'm doing now, I'm still alive, I'm breathing, I ain't got no illnesses. I didn't get the virus, so,
That's good, bro. And you're able-bodied, you can walk around, you can do...
Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
For the most part, bro, you look good,
Thank you.
What kind of substances do you do, bro?
It first started off with fucking, actually using was marijuana. Like, my sister is 8 years older than me, so, like, the access to what I had younger on was, more so than what you would expect,
For sure.
But then I started drinking, and I stopped really soon. It was like 2-3 years I was smoking dope, and come around to find out it's really something I didn't want to do anymore. You feel me? And then I went from dope to I was smoking that for 10, 12, 11 years, to smoking pills, and I'm on and off again.
How many pills do you do a day typically?
About 10. I was at 15, but then I got arrested and came down, and the withdrawals were so fucking bad that I was on the run for 4 months and 27 days. The day after my birthday, I got arrested. My birthday's in September. I was selling pills for this guy up at a camp at Tent City up in Spokane every day, and it was easy access because my tent was right behind his, and so I bring him fades, and literally I just had to open my door and take 2 steps, and I was him.
Is that what you got arrested for, was selling pills?
I had a warrant for not reporting for my DOC.
Oh, okay. Are you alright, bro?
Yeah, I just ate that apple, and I took
okay.
a piece too big, and I'm trying to not choke on it.
I feel it, bro.
Yeah.
I was just worried about it.
No, I'm good. Yeah.
And so, how is it out here in the streets, bro?
On the streets, Spokane is easy, but here it's a little difficult because along with not being, I don't know people around here like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as far as me having any help at all, to you know what I'm saying, it's hard. During the times of the year where it's fucking wet and snowing.
Right, right now.
Yeah, right now. I prefer to rain over snow any day.
Yeah.
Honestly, because really, you could take yourself under an awning or under, like, you know what I'm saying, in the path of a doorway where there's cover and you're not wet. But snow, like, you can get more than just, wet from that. Like, I know somebody who lost, cut down to his heel, like that on both feet. So, like, I'm surprised, like, he even walking, like, he lost, you know what I'm saying, from frostbite. Yeah, and it's not cool.
How do you stay motivated out here, bro?
I say what?
How do you stay motivated, like positive?
Honestly, by looking at somebody that I know is not trying to get help and is trying to hustle others, by either by being a sign or by see, like me, I during the summer at times where I didn't have anything and couldn't get nothing working, I would wash people's car, and just like notice somebody put in effort to do something, knowing that it's for other reasons, to get high, and you know what I mean, and that, it just gives me, that's the motivation that I get every day, because I'm trying to change my life. And I know I've had people tell me, like, if I were to offer help or ask for money or food, and I've had people tell me no because I'm gonna go and get high with that. And I've also had people tell me that they believe me and then they appreciate me and then they give me money. Or people just like stopping just to talk to me, just not because I asked them, or just generally because of the interest, like you yourself. And I have people, I'm one of the few that will listen. If you try to preach something out the Bible to me, I will listen and I'll give you my input and I will tell you what I read out the Bible. I just do what I can. You know what I mean? Not what I can't.
For sure, bro. How do you feel that individuals view homelessness?
I think that it just depends, because if you was a homeless at one point in time, all you have is what I would call hearsay or anything that you could use that come from somebody else. It's not like you in court and you trying to defend yourself, but just the basic knowledge of where you're at and the times, and it being hard, on people as far as getting a job, and you know what I mean. Like if I had a car, that'd be just one step, because that's where I'm going at. But I put money towards the vehicle and ended up stolen and I didn't get my money back. So I'm saying, like, how you view homelessness and how I view homelessness, like either you see it or you have time to talk to somebody about it that you see as homeless, or you've been homeless yourself. I take it as, when somebody tells me they know where I've been and they've been through it, that's the view right there. You know what I mean? On somebody else's part.
What's the craziest thing you've seen out here in the streets?
I seen this guy going on Spokane. He was riding his bike down Division. He got hit by a car, and he went up, and then he landed down a flight of fucking stairs. He ended up dead. But that was the craziest thing I've seen.
Would you consider Spokane or Yakima worse?
Spokane.
Yeah, and how is it worse?
Because at a 7-Eleven in Spokane, you can find people in the front of the building, the side of the building, in the back of the building, smoking pills all day, every day. You'll find groups of people, and then the police show up, and then everybody leave, and then when the police gone, they come right back and do it again.
Yeah. What's your plan? Do you have a plan to get out of homelessness, to stop doing drugs?
Yeah, I did, but I was in this program, and then I ended up getting kicked out of this program because my counselor had put up money for a room for me, a motel, and then I didn't abide by the terms. That motel has to, it's not one specific, not because you're on a voucher or nothing, but generally, like if you're on a voucher from Goodwill or whatever, you can't have company. And so, but this motel is just that motel in general. Of course, it'd be the same way because it's a voucher, But I ended up letting people in my room, and I got kicked out of the program. But that's where I was at. I was one step forward. They put me on the list for HEN, so I could get an apartment, and I was looking good. And this guy offered me a job at a restaurant in Spokane. I don't know if you know or ever heard of. It's called Dick's, and everything was starting to feel like it was falling into play. But then again, I ended up like not listening and losing that, so I didn't have a place to stay. So now where I'm at is trying to find a place to stay that's healthy.
Where do you sleep at right now, bro?
Last night I slept behind a Pizza Hut.
Besides where?
Last night I slept behind the Pizza Hut.
Oh, the Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
And do you just sleep out in the open, or do you have a tent?
No, I don't, and I'm not one to go find a tent and set it up. I have just this thought that I'm just gonna set up my tent and keep it up, so you know what I mean. But now if I gotta take it down every day, now if I bring people over there, or the police are gonna have a problem with that. I've seen sometimes where the police don't even give you a warning when you get asked to leave. It's like they just want you to know that they're taking you in. So it is what it is.
For sure. Do you believe in being alone or being in groups out here in the streets?
What's that?
Do you believe in being alone or being in a group?
I've been both, so I can't say whether or not it's a belief. I just think that it just depends on, you know, where you're at, who you are individually, and what's going for you and what's not. You know what I mean? Some people they can't put themselves in a group setting because, you know, for whatever reasons. But some people, you know, prefer, you know, to be alone. You know
Have you ever overdosed?
Yeah, I've overdosed several times.
What happened? What happened in those cases?
Luckily, I've come to. A lot of people give it a word to it, and it's called nodding, but I don't do that anymore, and I just came more of I adapted to the drug itself and everything, you know, it had to do with. So, but yeah, I've overdosed, and I've just come to. I've fallen out, and I've come to, and I've had people tell me, like, you know, he was out, and I couldn't get you to wake up, and I didn't have no Narcan, which is unfortunate. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I've saved somebody's life with Narcan, so I figured it'd be the same way.
Sorry to cut you off, bro. How many times do you think that you saved somebody from overdose?
Oh, a few, for real.
Do any of them stand out to you of the times that you saved someone?
Well, I mean, the first one and the last one, because the kid's breathing. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I need to figure out a way, bro. I'm looking into it to get Narcans for you guys, you know?
Don't get the spray on your nose because nobody will take it. It's got a bad. A lot of people have given me the fucking. I'll say it's the talk. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't like it, and it'll fuck with your fucking system and your taste.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's that'd be a waste of your money and your time just to help people.
Right, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, for real. Just get the vial that you put in the syringe, and then you shoot that up. It's just like strong arming it, just in your arm. That works. It works more so than, you know what I'm saying.
Okay, bro. Do you have a message for your family if they see this video?
I'd like to say that to my sister that I'm sorry that I couldn't be there. Although that, you know, it's probably a good thing in my niece's life. I just want to apologize, you know, tell you that I'm sorry because, you know, whether or not you realize it, and my niece being black doesn't make the difference. I just want you to know that I love you, I care about you, and if I could, I'd be there.
Would you be okay with me doing a follow-up in the future?
Yes, sir, if I get your contact information.
For sure, bro. Do you have email or phone number where people can get a hold of you with donations?
I have. See how I'm doing it right now? It's just I just got a phone because mine was stolen. I'm taking down your number, and then I'll be calling you and then setting up a way as far as for me to get a hold of you until, because I don't have an address, so I can't, you know, get the phone from the state right now. But I'm working on it, so trust me. With it, I'll have, you know what I mean. But at least I'll have your number, and then, you know, go from there.
Yeah, if you need anything, you can hit me up.
Absolutely.
And then lastly, would you be okay with me posting this on my YouTube channel?
Go ahead, yes sir. You have my permission.
Thank you, bro.
Yes sir.